Hello everyone! If you are new in my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Good day, human engineers. I know you're not busy accomplishing the prescribed eIPCRF and eSAT for school year 2020-2021. Therefore, this video will show you how to accomplish these tools. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to visit DepEd Philippines FB page. And as you can see there in their February post, there's a link over there that bit.ly RPMS PPSC 2020-2021, and that will direct you to a web browser wherein you will be linked to the Google Drive. Of course, you will be using your DepEd email to access that Google Drive. After that one, just click that other associated tools folder. You choose eSAT first, then right click, then choose download to download that zip folder. So once downloaded, go to downloads folder, then extract that zip folder, then you choose as to where you will save the file. Okay, once extracted, you can now open that zip folder. You need to click that eSAT collection for teachers. So inside the folder you will see a manual and a downloadable zip file of the DepEd prescribed eSAT, and you have to right click and then open that zip folder. So once open, click enable content and then read all the instructions. After reading all the instructions, you click start. And then read the privacy note and click agree. There you go. You are now ready to fill out the e-form. Take note that in filling in your name, you need to use all caps, then start with your last name, comma, your first name, and then your middle initial. So after putting all the information in part 1, click next. So as you can see in this part, there are 3 columns. The different objectives in the first column. The second column is the level of capability, and the last column is the priority for development. So all you need to do is to read all the objectives and then tick the circle if you think that is the level of your capability. Likewise, you will be doing the same under the priority for development if what you think needs improvement or needs to be developed. Of course, if your level of capability is very high, the level of your priority for development should be low. Or if your level of capability is low, so therefore the level of priority for development should be very high. So, after rating the functional objectives, you can click the next button. So the third part is the core behavioral competencies. So just the same, just tick the behavioral competencies that you think you've performed during the performing cycle. Once done, just click the save button. After clicking, you can see the summary self-assessment of your functional and core behavioral competencies. After you review, you can click the print button if you want a hard copy, or just click Finish if you have finalized your form. A dialog box will prompt where you can enter your password. You can view the form by entering your password. Congratulations! You are done with your electronic self-assessment tool. To save, right-click the file, then click Rename. So do not change the file name, just add your level. Use hyphen, then your level, so junior high school or senior high school or elementary, then hyphen, then your name. Start with your last name, comma, then your first name. Accomplishing the eIPCRF tool. For the eIPCRF, just go back to the drive of the RPMS PPST and download the prescribed eIPCRF tool. Just follow the same procedure when you download the ESAT form. After downloading, you can now open it. So that you can manipulate the form, just click the Enable button. In the first part, just enter your data. After providing all the necessary data and information, you may now start putting your ratings. You start with the COT1. Click the drop-down box. Then put the COT rating in the box with the date format, year, month, and date. Click Lock COT1. Then a dialog box will come out. Just enter your password. Same procedure in the COT2. Once locked, you may now put your other ratings for quality, efficiency, and timeliness. You can click the Part 1 tab to see the performance indicators in each objectives. Then put the approving authority, click Finalize button, then put the password. Part 2 is the core behavioral competencies. Just like what we did in our ESAT form, click the indicators in each core behavioral competency. After reading, click the button Finalized Part 2. Then a dialog box will prompt. In Part 1 tab, we can see the eIPCRF rating. It's filled out already, so it's ready to print. In the Part 2 tab, we can see the core behavioral competencies. Same with Part 1, it's summarized already. In Part 3, we can see the eIPCRF summary sheet. In Part 4, we can see the development plans, divided into functional and core behavioral competencies. To answer this, go back to your ESAT form. is very high or high level of capability and low rate for development. In the development needs column, you will put the indicators or objectives that have a low level capability or high priority of development. So we can base also the result in part 2 and 3 to determine your strengths and weaknesses. In action plan learning objectives column, put the goals, targets, and objectives to develop the competencies or objectives that you put in your development needs. Then in the intervention column, you will put the things which you think you need to do or attain. In the timeline, you will put the time frame as to when you will going to start the implementation of your learning objectives and intervention in your action plan. In the resource needed, you will put the budget or funds needed in implementing your action plan. You can write those superiors as your resource person to hit your targets. If done, click Finalize Part 4 button and enter your password. You can also print all the parts to get a hard copy. Again, in saving, do not edit the format of the filing. Instead, just add hyphen, then your level, elementary, junior high school, or senior high school. Your name, you start with your last name, then comma, then your first name. That's all. You are now ready to submit your soft copy of your ESET and eIPCRF.